Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG vlog. Today we're going to be going downtown for a weekly local Pokemon card tournament. I'm expecting 5 rounds and we're running it back. We're going with my deck that was a train wreck of a deck the other day. Top Station EX with Charizard. However, I've made 3 changes. We put in a Mew and we put in 2 Pokégears to get some additional draw power. We're seeing if we can improve this deck with just 3 small changes. And I just spent the last hour and a half or so filming a brand new video, which I hope you guys are going to enjoy. We're going to try doing them more and more when the new sets come out, but basically like a review and first impressions of the new set Black Bolt and White Flare. So in that video we're going to be going over every single new potentially strong competitive card, or a card worth at least knowing about in the new set. So it's kind of like a competitive beginner's guide to the set. I also get to give you guys my first impressions on a lot of the cards, and I never played Black and White, so call me uncultured if you will, but yeah, I stopped playing the Pokemon video games after Pearl. I took like a decade-long hiatus essentially, and now we're back. I'm curious, that's the comic question of the day for you guys. When was your first long extended period break from the hobby of Pokemon? For me, it was going into grade 7. I remember grade 6, I was still really into card games, and everyone in my grade was into card games. I even got a bunch of Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards as birthday gifts from my friends. And then going into grade 7, trading cards and all that stuff was just considered so nerdy, and I didn't want to be labeled as a nerd, and I just didn't want to, I guess, like a lot of my friends stopped playing the card games too, so it was like there was no more point. So I ended up selling like almost all of my collection of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards on my dad's eBay account back then, and I basically used all that money to fund like video gaming, and I bought like an Xbox 3. Like I so much video games and stuff was possible because of all the Pokemon cards I sold. I think I sold several hundred, like maybe $400 to $500 worth of trading cards on eBay and stuff. And then eventually my dad made me stop selling because we were getting people like scamming us on eBay, and it was hurting my dad's reputation, so we stopped. I always appreciate you guys watching these vlogs. I really appreciate it so much. So thank you for rocking with me, and I'm excited to bring you guys another tournament vlog. This would be 3 tournament vlogs in a row, at least of like me editing and posting them. I don't know if I'll be able to get this up the same day because I'm gonna get home pretty late. Let's get outside. I'll show you guys the shoes of the day as well, and we'll say hi to Rosie as well before we get going to the Pokemon card tournament and all the other errands and stuff I gotta go run. Big stretchy. Hey girly girl. Hi sweetie pie. How are you? Oh sweetie pie, I love you so much. I love you so much. You want belly rubs? You want some belly rubs? Oh Shiboko, oh my goodness. Oh lick. Thank you. You be good, okay? You be good, sweetie. I love you. So for today's kicks of the day, we're rocking the Nike Air Force One IDs. These are some custom like Nike by Yous I made. They're inspired by the Nike Supreme Dunk Low OG colorway, and those shoes are very expensive, so I figured I'll make my own Air Force Ones with a similar color scheme and look to them. And I love Air Force Ones too. Hopefully you guys are having a good start to your summer. I know school is finally out, and I know the new Pokemon season has just kicked off, so good luck to everybody competing this year. I'd love to hear about your own goals for your season. And I just got the email yesterday from Pokemon that I got the Ace Trainer reward coming my way. Probably get the card in the next couple of months, and it's probably gonna arrive like they did for the Bosses Origers regional promo stamp I got forever ago from Vancouver. It'll come like in a bubble mailer and a top loader. So I'm excited to share you guys what that looks like when it arrives. And if you got Ace Trainer, let me know in the comments down below too that you're an Ace Trainer. We're in the food court now, and look what I found. Oh, there's actually someone put cards back inside of it. We got the Team Rocket. Let's open this up. Whoa. What's in here? Oh, we got a Mankey and a Dancer. Okay, those cards, I don't think those cards came out of this Team Rocket set. Bruh. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we're here now at Shop Sora for the Banana Games Weekly tournament, and we just missed the first round by a little bit. We got stuck in that TTC traffic. That Toronto traffic is painful. but luckily enough, it's not 4 rounds today. It's looking like 5 rounds. So we still have 4 more rounds that we can play in for today. And even Jackson Ford is here. He's operating the tournament, and he knows I'm running my Zacian Charizard. He saw the sauce on Twitter, I believe, and we're gonna see if the upgrades they made to the deck will pay off. Also, here's the 60 card list we're playing today. I'll have it in the description as well to copy and paste if you want in Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. Round number 2 just wrapped up, and before we get to the round number 2 recap, let's talk to my opponent, Rogan, who knew who I was and knew I was clipping in real life. So let's see how this recap goes. Rogan, what deck you playing today? Why'd you choose it?
So I'm playing Zoroark Dragapult.
Why that deck? That's spicy.
It is super spicy. I saw it at NAIC. I thought it was really cool. I saw Shaman come in with Destined Rivals, and I really like Zoroark. Like, Hisuian Zoroark is one of my favorite Pokemon. I went to a Journey Together pre-release, got the SIR. I'm like, I have to play.
That's the one you play.
Yeah, I play. It's in my deck, so like I have to play Zoroark. But with Shaman in it, it's like, wow, this deck kind of sucks. But then I saw Zoroark Dragapult get like 17th at NAIC. I was like, wait, this is pretty good. Like, I already had the Dragapult pieces from before rotation, so I thought it was pretty good.
What decks were you playing before this deck?
So I have Ceruledge on me right now. Before rotation, I played Dragapult Dusknoir, Ceruledge with Palkia Origin Form, and Hisuian Zoroark. I'd have to say Hisuian Zoroark V-Star.
Oh, okay.
It was very niche, but it was super spicy, and like with the Terapagos edition, you could get your entire bench with damage counters with Damage Pump, hit for 450, kill anything in rotation. It was perfect, but then you just kind of get swept afterwards. Hisuian Zoroark V-Star, or just not V-Star, just Hisuian Zoroark.
Yeah.
Sceptile and Gallade. Get prizing at least 1 local.
Okay.
Go X1, go XO, maybe. I don't know.
Nice. Well, good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, good luck to you.
For our game, the quick recap, we ended up finishing in just 2 turns. I won the coin toss. He had the Halucha, and all I had to do was, I had Snorlax to the active, I had Nest Ball in hand, so I Nest Balled for Zacian, attached my Hop's Choice Band, played Research, hoping I could get a Jet Energy out of one of the 7, and the top card was the Jet Energy. So we pulled off my first turn 1 donk in forever, and my first turn 1 donk with Zacian in real life. I've done it online, but first time in real life, pretty fun, and yeah, happy with the outcome. So round 3 just wrapped up. We'll give you guys my tournament report in a second. We played against Gardevoir EX, a matchup I've never played before in my life with Zacian Zard, but we have a fellow Charizard enjoyer amongst us, a top player too. We have Jackson Ford, a Pulsar enjoyer. Jackson, how you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing good. Thank you for coming to the local. It's a good deck, it's got good matchups across the board. The Monkey Dory puts in work right now. Charizard is the only version of Dragapult that can skip that turn attach and get you the energy on Monkey Dory, so it's very, very strong. Of course, hit weakness on Gardevoir is good as well, but the Mew EX that lists are playing now is a little dangerous, so we'll see how. We're gonna have to figure out some technology to beat that. Maybe it's the Hopzation.
Maybe Hopzation. Are you still cooking the list? You're still refining it and playing it right now, or other decks you're playing right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about it for Worlds at least a little bit, but at some point, when Gardevoir is like as broken as it is, you might just have to, you know, shut up and play Gardevoir.
Yeah, that would be a little scary given the new rule changes as well. Yes. How do you feel about the new rule changes for going into time?
I don't think it's great. I think we already have a lot of problems with games going to time. If you watch any like the top cut games at NAIC, a lot of them are going to time. People are taking just like forever on all their actions. We even saw like the game against like with Riley and Tord. It was decided on like this really brilliant pass. But I just feel like these games just shouldn't be coming down to time.
What kind of time rules do you think they should change to or revise and implement?
Azul had a really good idea where it was just like take off the plus turns, go back to 60 minutes. And like some older players said there was issues with that previously. Honestly, I've been playing the game since 2010, and we didn't even really have those no +3 turns. Like that kind of came out, I think, around 2010 when I started. But I like the idea of just 60 minutes, take away like the plus turns. You're gonna get a lot more Pokemon that way. +1 and the 10-minute overtime clock is kind of just a waste of time, I think.
Looking back, how did this season go for you?
Honestly, the start of the season went above my expectations for sure. I mean, I top 8 at LAIC, I got top 32 at Toronto. Charizard was kind of carrying me on my back. Yeah. The second half of the season was like a little bit more disappointing. I wasn't able to like put together a second top cut run. I had a pretty devastating NAIC. I started 9-1, and then I went from 9-1 to 9-1. There was a few games that I just like were completely unplayable, and that was a little bit disappointing. But like overall, it's my best season of Pokemon that I played since aging up into Masters, so I'm very happy about it, and hopefully I can continue doing good things going into the next season.
I know you have a very notable accomplishment in the seniors division. What was that? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I won NAIC in 2018 with Buzzrock. So that, I guess, is my crown jewel achievement.
Is there any decks that are like that you could ever pick up in the current format?
Hey man, you're playing one of them. You got the Hob Zacian in there with the Insta Strike, which is the same attack as Buzzwole had. It's got all the damage modifier, so it is very, very cool. The Hobbs Double is actually have spiritual reprints as well, where it has the ability where it's essentially boss when you evolve. So it's very, very strong. I think the deck is very cool. Maybe once boss rotates, we'll see that deck become a little bit stronger, because right now people can just play boss without effect, but once boss rotates, having an ability like that becomes much more valuable.
Have you played any Hobbs Zacian at all?
I mean, I tried it a little bit, but unfortunately Hobbs Zacian doesn't have B-String, and B-String, for anyone who's not familiar, is a card that just attaches 2 energies from the deck to any of your Ultra Beast Pokemon, but you can only play the card when your opponent has 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. So the card is very, very powerful. Very similar effect to a card like Mirage Gate. But without an effect like that, it becomes pretty difficult to power up Hobbs Zacian's second attack, which does, I believe, 240 for 4, but 3 with the choice belt. So if you're able to power up that consistently, I can see the deck being very strong.
Top 4 favorite Pokemon of all time.
Top 4? That's such an awkward number.
Top 4, I know.
Okay, number 1 favorite Pokemon is Ludicolo from Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. One of the evil team leaders has the Ludicolo has his like ace trainer. Number 2 is Ursaluna. Not Bloodmoon Ursaluna though, just the regular Ursaluna. Okay. Bloodmoon Ursaluna looks kind of weird. I don't really mess with him, but Ursaluna's really, really cool. 3 is Keldeo, specifically the Resolute form. That was in my first World Championship deck. I got top 16 of that World Championship, so that was really, really cool. And then number 4, there's a lot of Pokemon that can be up there, but I will go with Buzzwole, because I really, really love Buzzwole again, 2018 NAIC. I don't play that much of the video games, so a lot of my favorite Pokemon are just from like cards that I found like a lot of success with and really enjoyed playing. But Buzzwole is a really sick design. Like a lot of the Ultra Beasts look kind of weird. Buzzwole looks like a little weird, but he's also just like super jacked. So he has a super cool design.
Decks or cards you're looking forward to? Maybe it's a card that might warp or shape the meta, or something that's upgrading a card that you're playing right now?
Yes, I think Goldengo gets a whole lot better. Goldengo gains the Genesect and the Air Balloon. So Goldengo having that 2 retreat cost makes Air Balloon a very strong inclusion for the deck. And the Genesect, of course, just searching out 2 Goldengos or any evolution metal, which leads into my other point. You can actually play Reverum with this new engine, so you're actually able to get the Reverum out consistently. A lot of times that card's going to be drawing 3-4 cards. So I'm actually going to put out a YouTube video for that soon, so I'm going to plug it. It should be out sometime later this week. I don't know when this is going to get uploaded, but I'm going to try to get that out soon.
I'll get your channel linked down below so they can check you out and subscribe as well.
I appreciate it.
And then one thing I would also appreciate from you is if you were to cook up some Hobbs Zacian Charizard. If you're able to, if you give me a list, I'll play it. I'll give you the fattest shout out. And if you give me a list, we'll make it happen.
You're going to have to give me the one that you're currently working with. I'll make some adjustments. I'll get in the kitchen and we'll see what happens.
Dope. All right, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Played against Gardevoir, and this is a matchup that is untested. I have 0 games against it, so it was a very fun matchup. We of course have Zacian, which is really, really good in this matchup, being able to do the spread attacks, so you can potentially clean up Pokemon with damage counters on them if Monkey Dory hasn't taken them off already. And of course, Charizard is nice against Gardevoir. Hitting for weakness is always really good, especially when it's in a 1-hit KO scenario. So for this game, I lost the coin toss, was forced to go first, and then my opponent was able to set up the nice Arven play with the Poffin Evo TM. They Evo TM'd, but they were only able to evolve one of the Ralts to the Kirlia, which meant when it was my turn, all I needed to do was chase down that freshly evolved Ralts that became Kirlia with a Zacian. You can swing for 90 with a Hop Span and a Snorlax to KO it, and then spread some damage, but unfortunately, a lot of the damage I spread on their side of the board just came right back at me in the form of Monkey Dory. So we took the first prizes like that. Zacian was putting in as much work as possible, taking knockouts left and right. We were able to go for a very aggressive mid-game play. Once he was able to set up his 1 Gardevoir, I was able to boss his orders, evolve into my Charizard, and KO the Guardy take 2 prizes that way. And then by the very end of the game, I was able to swing into a Monkey Dory in the active that had 2 damage counters still left on it. His Scream Tail had 6 damage counters on it on the bench, so Zacian was able to go for the 90-30 board wipe to take the last 2 prizes. So we win round number 3 against Gardevoir, so now our record is 2 wins and 1 loss, with the loss being a no-show. So we're trying to go undefeated. If we can go undefeated with this Jank 60 today, that'll feel pretty good. Next round's coming up pretty soon. Let's see how things go. We played against EVBox. I won the coin toss, show second, but going first for them is really ideal as well. They were able to get the turn 1 attachment on the Wellspring, and I was able to set up double Mander and everything, but I was scared because there's absolutely a world where they torrential pump both of my Manders. Zacian popped off. He was able to get a Sylveon EX onto the board, and Sylveon EX made an illegal attack that I didn't catch, my opponent didn't catch, but it was able to evolve both of my Charmeleons into, or my Charmanders into my Charmeleons, and both of my Charmeleons have an effect or ability which prevents it from getting hit by effects. We didn't catch it the entire game, and then Jackson Ford, our head judge for today, caught on to that later on, because he looked at my discard pile, didn't see the Charmeleons there, then he realized, yeah, we messed up at the table, so both of my Charmeleons got sent to my deck, which was painful. We didn't catch it. We just kept playing for like another 20 minutes or so. Oh, I felt so dumb after, because I had Charizard the next turn, and we could have just started popping off with the Charizard. We were fortunate enough to be able to swing for weakness into the Sylveon EX. Zacian was able to punch it once for 90 times 2, so 180, and we just kept spreading damage onto the Mew EX on the bench. We have Jet Energy, so even though the Sylveon's ability protects it, or it makes my attacks go down by 100, but by having the Jet Energy and retreating back with the Mew for free, we're able to reset that ability and swing into the Sylveon for knockout, and also take 2 prizes on the Mew EX. By the very end of the game, my opponent made a slight rough misplay with his Fezandipiti. He fezzed, but he drew the energies that he was meaning to Crispin, so his Flareon couldn't take the big 2 prize knockout on his final turn, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day because he still had 3 prizes left. I still had 2. My board state was crazy. I had Charizard available, Bloodmoon available, Iron Bundle available. I had so much things available, so I knew I had game the second he played Crispin because my hand was just insane. It was like a 9-card hand, and we closed out the final attack for 270. We're now 3 wins, 1 loss, undefeated for this tournament so far. We have 1 more round left to go. I've never played a lot of these matchups. These are like first-time matchups for me, so we're just going with the flow and hoping my skills can carry me through the game. Round number 5 is done. We played against Golden Go EX with Dragapult EX, and this is a pretty scary matchup. We have quite a few copies of Iono in the deck to try and save us. And this matchup, did you go first or second? I forgot. I went second. You went second? Team Evo as well, right? Oh yeah, you got a good start, yeah. Okay, for this game, I went first, and my start was pretty rough. We had Snorlax, we had like 4 supporters in hand, from Arven, the Research, Iono, but we had 1 Nest Ball, and the 1 Nest Ball, I had to make a decision. Did I want to grab a Hop Zacian EX, or did I want to grab a Charmander? So the options were, if I get the Charmander, there's a good chance I could potentially Rare Candy Zard and start setting stuff up. But I also have Hop's Bags and more Nest Balls that could grab Zacian at any time as well. So I decided to go for the Charmander play here. And I think going for the Charmander line is always correct because Charizard EX is a lot of health points for Golden Goat to deal with. They need 7 energies or 6 if they have Monkey Dory available. And they did end up taking a nasty 1-hit KO against Charizard at one point with the Monkey Dory damage from my Zard that I put on earlier, and then cleaned it up with a 6. And it was really close. I think we went down, I got down to 3 prizes. Yeah, 3 prizes left. He had 2. And his turn 1, he got Arven Poffin TWM Evo, and he was able to set up a Dreepy as well with Artisan. So he set up double Golden Go EX on his first turn, and it's like, dang, that's a crazy good start. Like, I don't know how I can keep up with that, especially with my slower start. By the end of the game, I prized my Mew. Unfortunately, my Mew EX was the 1 prize card I took near the very end of the game. I had onboard draw with Fez still available, which was great, and we also have the Pokégears as well. But unfortunately, I played 2 Ionos earlier in that game, and I still had 1 Iono left in deck, so I was conserving the Pokégear to try and get that last Iono out of a 20-card deck. And out of the 20-card deck, my Fez and draw for turn couldn't get there with the 4, and so we're down to what, 16 cards in deck. Ultra Ball to thin out as well, so we thinned out as well, down to like a 14-card deck. We play Pokégear, and we got to choose between Research or Arven. And I was like, this is not what I wanted. I wanted that Iono. Couldn't get the Iono in time. And he was able to get that nice E-Search Pro at the very end. He was able to conserve it and then hit me with the boss and then knock me out for the final KO. So our final record officially our final record is 3 wins, 2 losses, but we did miss round 1, so we technically only lost 1 game today. We'll see where I'm officially in the standings. Because I got the tardy, I should default to the lowest. So right there, 11 out of 22, but our resistance was 51.25, so we would have gotten 8th place out of 22 if I showed up on time and had that same record. Redemption arc for Zacian Zard. Check out the sponsor of the channel, Comfy Hobbies, code SneakerTalk for 5% off. That said, if you guys want to see the tournament vlog I posted yesterday, click here and you can watch that right now. Go ahead, hit that like button down below if you made it to the end as well. Can we hit 420 likes? You want some belly rubs? Oh, Shiboko, oh my goodness. You be good, sweetie. Love you.